All-Star Luol Deng and the South Sudanese men's national basketball team for becoming the top African team at this year's FIBA Basketball World Cup. Their stunning victory earned them a coveted spot in the 2024 Olympics, marking the first time this young country will be represented at the global competition. This is quite a remarkable achievement. They are one of only 12 teams that will qualify to compete, and the only team from Africa. Even more remarkable, this team is made up almost exclusively of refugees and children of refugees. Before becoming an independent country 11 years ago, South Sudan was part of Sudan, a country whose history is riddled with multiple wars, bloodshed, and instability. When Luol was just a child, he and his family were among 4 million people who fled the country to escape civil war. Many of these refugees rebuilt their lives in Europe and North America. Early in his NBA career, Luol started the Luol Deng Foundation to help South Sudanese refugees around the world. When he became president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation in 2020, Luol filled South Sudan's basketball team with players like himself who had fled the country as children or who had been born as refugees outside their country. Players like Wenyan Gabriel, whose family fled to Egypt when he was only 2 weeks old and later moved to New Hampshire, a sanctuary that became home away from home to many of the players on the team. And Nuni Omad, who was born in a Sudanese refugee camp in Kenya before moving with his family to Minnesota. Almost every player on the team has a similar story. For Luol, who has worked his entire life for the people of his beloved country, the amazing victory of South Sudan's basketball team at the World Cup, and now their first chance to play in the Olympics, is about so much more than sports. It's an unbelievable story. It's an underdog story, not just for the South Sudanese, not just for Africa, but for the rest of the world. It's a feel-good story that the majority of people can relate to. It's such a unique achievement because it's beyond basketball.